No, yeah, no. See.
I'm so glad I started recording like right then and there. Just like,
Oh, did you?
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh boy. I am so sorry that it has been like a month since I last did Meet Michigan. I've just been like the laziest sack of shit known to man for no reason.
You've been slacking a little, but you've also been planning a lot, like the barbecue,
Yeah.
this thing, tournament, like upgrade. You've just been.
I'm really trying not to be, a completely awful person, but I will admit I've had you planned for like 2-3 weeks and I just don't know what happened. So, as you guys can tell, Gooshi Sup is the next installment of Meet Michigan. So, how are you doing, Sup?
I'm doing fantastic, actually.
Do you have any coffee with you?
No, I told you I have Coke, but I have it in this nice little mug.
All right, I'll allow it. Kinda. You're kind of tarnishing.
How about that, Mario Maker? Hey, Bowser produces fire when you heat it up. God.
It's what is that, coaster? I got like 20 of them actually over here.
Oh yeah, I made my own coaster, little bitch.
All right, like I see how things are gonna be. All right, it's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, that better be alcohol, man. Or else you're gonna...
Maybe this weekend, put some Baileys in there.
Yes, definitely. Baileys is way too good.
Baileys is fantastic.
First time I had it, I was like, "Wow, this is a thing that exists that's just way out of control." Anyways.
Yes. Are you ready for all this excitement, all these questions?
I love questions. I love when people just ask me questions.
Unfortunately, we do have to get through my boring ones first before we get into the Maloney-esque questions.
I had to tag Maloney in the thing to have him like pump out some questions.
It's because he's Hollywood now. He doesn't care about everyone else because he already had his time. So, all right. First of all, can you introduce yourself? Tell us how you got into Smash, how you got your tag, things like that.
Things like that. All right. So all those questions have crazy stories. So, so yes, they're the boring questions, but so what was the first one? It was like who I am.
Well, first I'm gonna put a disclaimer. Sup will have tons of stories tonight,
I have
so
a lot of stories.
Get the s'mores out, the fire ready, because we're going camping.
The popcorn. Pump up that popcorn. Anyways, I go by Sup in Smash. My real name's Ryan. Full name Sup95. No. Let's see how I got into Smash. Oh boy, that's a big one actually. Cause like I had just moved schools. I'm gonna close Facebook so don't distract me. And Twitter. Notifications, man.
Just shut down your computer.
Yeah, right. Yeah, here.
We'll do it from mobile.
So let's see. Basically, what had happened was I had actually gotten out of like a huge relationship, of 4 years. I won't go into. I could go into a bunch of details, but it was like this. It was like all of a sudden I had like this one thing, and then someone's coming home, so it's really cool. What's up, Dad? So
he wants to hear these stories too.
Wait, what?
Oh boy.
Okay. My dad's trolling me, dude. he was like, "Oh, you think that's funny?" I'm like, "Whoa." So yeah, I was in a huge slump. Like I was with someone for 4 years, and I was just like, I felt awful, and so I kind of felt like I had to sort of move in a different direction, and like kind of sort of like get out of my shell, I think is the biggest way to say it. Like I used to be super shy. I used to like just not talk to people ever, which is really, I think for anyone that knows me in Smash doesn't think that's like possible.
Yeah, someone being a commentator now. That's quite the transition.
I used to be very anxious, like socially. I used to like just so I just didn't know what I. So basically, it came down to I knew what I didn't want to do, which was I knew I didn't want to just mope and grope around for a while, like for like months or something, which is what some people do after something big like that. So I just started doing what? Oh, you. So I figured out. I thought like, okay, I have to get into like different things, and I was just moving from Schoolcraft. I was moving from Schoolcraft to U of M Dearborn, and I walked past this room, and I saw people playing on a CRT, and they had GameCube controllers in their hands.
Let's
I was on
go.
my way to class. I was on my way to class, and it was like the first class, and I want the professor on my good side, so I don't want to like not show up and be there. So, I walked by, and all I could think about in class was they gotta be playing Smash. Because like
Yeah, what else?
because they had GameCube controllers, right? So I'm like because they can't be playing like they're probably not playing Mario Party. They're like laughing. I couldn't hear the audio, so I didn't know for sure. And then sure enough, they were all playing Smash, and that's how I met Dix, Ksev, Vegeta was there. Ryuga, kind of. That was like later. Well, not even Ryuga. I shouldn't really say that, but he was transferring over to U of M Dearborn at one point. But anyways, I started playing. Oh my god, dude! When I was fighting some guy with the tag Dix,
And this is back in Brawl, right?
this is back in Brawl,
Okay.
and he's playing Samus, which Samus is awful in Brawl. I'm like, this guy doesn't know a damn thing about Smash, but he was like so good and so happy all the time. I was like, dude, this guy's amazing. It's so insane. Um, Ksev actually was he sat me down and he was like, "Hey, I think you're pretty good at the game. Do you want to go to some like Smash events? And I can like introduce you to people. I can drive you, pick up your house." I'm like, I just met you like a week ago. You know? Turns out we had a class together that we started like taking together. And then I went to like one of my first events. I actually got ninth at my first event. I beat Hyper Crasher.
Oh.
Who else did I beat? I was playing Rob at the time. I don't exactly remember who else I beat. But when I told people I beat Hyper, they were like, "What? Who's this guy? Who's this Rob player?" I think I beat JTSM there. I think it sounds
Okay.
right. I think I beat him. Um, it's not super. Oh! The first thing I did at a tournament was I played against Zyth.
Oh god.
I played against Zyth's DK. And Ksev had mentioned he was really good. So basically, how I got into Smash, to sum it up, is Ksev. He was the one that like picked me up. He was the one to show me events. He showed me like everything, and he'll pop up more and more, I'm sure. The more we delve into here, and then my tag, which is just sup, no question mark. Even though early on, Ori would always put sup question mark for some reason. Back when I played StarCraft, I think my name in StarCraft. I was 8 years old, so my name was like Ryan with 8 8s, copying my brother who was Tom with 6 6s. Yeah, it was super dumb. And so it was really. And I was like, man, I gotta change his name. And every time I entered a lobby in StarCraft, they would just say sup. Every time, it was like the word that I don't know. Everyone just used it when you entered the lobby. So I was like, man, it'd be funny if I like just entered. And then they would just say sup, and I'd be like, what do you want? It's me, sup. So when I was 8 years old, I made the dumbest joke of all time, and it stuck with me. I'm 24 now, so I've been sup for like 16 years. That's how my tag came about, basically.
That must be a good feeling. I feel like having a tag for a really long time is like just something to treasure.
I mean, I like it because it's kind of funny still. Like people still play off of it. Especially when they first meet. It's short, like it's just one syllable, and that's basically it.
Now let's talk about your Smash 4 main for a moment. You picked Pac-Man of all people. Why Pac-Man?
Why Pac-Man? Honestly, I think the biggest reason, because I like a lot of characters in Smash. I like Villager, Rob, Ike actually. Sonic I played for a little bit, but I can never play him as long as I can play Pac-Man, because Pac-Man's always fun, always different. I feel like he doesn't have like, I don't think if you squeeze all you can out of Pac-Man, I don't think he's like bottom tier. I don't think he's top tier at all.
Where would you put
He'd
him?
probably be like, if you fleshed him out completely, like we've been seeing players like Shinji, Ginkgo, when Abadango was really good, Key from Japan.
You're forgetting Nebula.
Nebula. When you see them play and kind of flesh stuff out and see like how you can really cover options, much like Duck Hunt, I think he could be. Everyone puts him at low tier. I think low mid or like mid. He could be.
I don't think people are giving him enough like benefit of the doubt. I think he's, when he is actually like fleshed out, I think he's a solid mid tier.
He is one of the best ledge coverages in the game. Him, Diddy Kong, Duck Hunt, and then there's probably some others people are gonna freak out about. Like, you forgot this character, but
yeah,
that's just to list a few, right? Like the hydrant's so punishing. To just like bop down, put it the ledge. You can cover with trampoline. The battlefield trick.
Yeah, I was literally about to bring up this
trick.
Battlefield
People
special.
that don't know what that is, you'll see it one day,
and you'll feel bad.
Like, there's a bunch. So if you can get your opponent off stage and like get like a little bit of time to yourself, his edge guarding game's like out of control. His item game, I don't know. When you see Shinji play, it's like nuts. Basically, I think he's like one of the best Pac-Mans for sure, right? One of the best for sure, maybe the best. But yeah. So anyways.
I just like how we have random pauses. I would think our chemistry would be better, but we just suck ass together.
I'm just waiting for you to talk, and I think you're waiting for me to wrap something up. Because usually when I'm done talking, I say something like "but" or "and," and then I stop.
Yeah, I was waiting for a conclusion, but whoopsie.
Well, I guess the conclusion, wrapping back to the question, is why Pac-Man? He's just the funnest character, and there's like a lot of just stuff you can do with him. That, and also, I don't like playing anyone like high tier because I feel like I'm just getting spoon-fed everything. Like, I get a grab, sweet, I got 30 for some reason. Like Pac-Man, it's like you get a grab, the crowd goes, "Oh my god."
That's a valid point. All right, do you have a favorite memory from a tournament? A favorite tournament in general? A favorite player? And a favorite set from a tournament? And it doesn't even have to be one that you attended. It could just be from one that you've watched or...
Can't remember all this.
Like...
No, okay. Favorite tournament memory. I'll separate them. So, favorite tournament memory. Oh, man. I think Rebirth 5 was really fun to be at, despite a few hiccups. Actually, my favorite tournament to be at that I was ever at was the Indiana tournament, Outfox 2.
Outfoxed again.
Outfoxed again. Just because Indiana, they're such homies, and they like really appreciated the effort me and you were putting in. They were so nice there. And I always love seeing Ryuga, one of my favorite Michigan players. I never have really favorites, like, in anything. Everything's, like, usually just, like, I put it in, like, tiers, almost.
Yeah, I guess that's
you know what
fair.
I mean? Like,
the more people I talk to, the more people are like, I don't really have a favorite, and I'm just like...
Yeah, but I have, like, favorites that I have, like, in, like,
yeah.
Just really high placings, kind of. So, Rebirth 5's in there. Outfoxed again, I think, is probably the best event I ever went to. Especially in terms of commentary. Players, I really like... Did you ask players?
Yes.
Okay. Zenodo. Ryuga, I love watching. Nebula. Love watching Nebula. Hot and ready with that Falcon? No. He doesn't play.
He's like, no.
He's not even a commentator. He's a photographer. I'm just trying to. I'm pretty sure Hot and Ready's watching, so I'm just trying to get on his ass about it.
And it's his birthday, so we have to hassle him even more.
Right. Yeah. No. Happy birthday. Actually, super shout outs to Hot and Ready. Happy birthday. I love talking to him.
He's okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Right. Yeah. Who else? There's some people I just. Nam's really fun to watch, especially recently. Just won that Southfield Weekly. Ozone.
So
Okay,
Michigan. You're saying Michigan.
I'm breaking it down. I'm putting my favorite like Michigan players. I think my favorite player to watch, and this is hella bias. I think it's gonna surprise a lot of people, but it's particular too. It's whenever Rayquaza plays in a national like Big House or like Frostbite. I love it. I think it's like hilarious. Like everyone's like supporting him, and he's just really like no one knows his play style because he doesn't go out to like nationals. Yeah, he plays on stream a lot and stuff, but never.
It's so weird because
I mean?
he's so well known, but like you said, like we don't know how he does on the big stage, but we know him from Twitch chat. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Won't be watching this because he just wants to watch tournaments.
Yep.
I think that's one of my. And then outside of Michigan, Fatality.
Oh.
Because how can you not? Abadango. Tsu, the Japanese.
Oh.
Yeah, I love Tsu.
It was so nice seeing him at Frostbite.
Japanese players are really cool. I took a picture of Abadango wearing a hat. Oh, T was the only I think Japanese player on my birthday to grab a party hat on his own. Like I didn't have to hand it. He just grabbed it and started wearing it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he just started, and then like he beat like Zenoto, and he's got this party hat, and then Chad's like, "What's the party hat for?" That was awesome. That was definitely my favorite weekly. Was the one for my birthday. I got to commentate with Rod and Koopa.
That was Little Big House too, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel like I'm jumping all over the place.
Nah, it's been pretty contained actually.
Has it? Okay.
You've just been talking about the players you like, so.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I always like forget. Let's see. In the top, Tweak is my favorite Cloud easily. I actually like Mistake. A lot of the time, whenever I like a player, it's for their play style and who they are. It's like I put both in. I never really just enjoy someone's play style or just enjoy someone's personality. When I say like this is one of my favorite Smash people, it's always like both. I weigh them. I don't weigh them the same necessarily, but I take them both into account. So let's see, Tweak, Mistake. Nairo's fun to watch. But I like upsets a lot.
Oh, who doesn't?
Upsets like are my favorite thing, for sure. So I always like seeing when like a top 10 player loses, except for Ally. I think Ally is my favorite player to watch, period.
Who doesn't love Elliot? Man's a legend.
I don't know. I love because it's like he's kind of Midwest, kind of Michigan, mostly Canada. But I asked him one time at Buffalo Wild Wings. I was like, okay, where's your Smash heart at? Because I know your heart's in Canada, but where's your Smash heart? And he's like, he said 50-50 Michigan and Canada. But that was when he was like living in Michigan and going to a lot of the weeklies. Now he's like traveling a lot more. I don't know exactly what he's up to right now, but I think his Smash Hearts for sure. Like,
I would say I thought he actually lived in Michigan now, but I figured he would be at what was it, DreamHack? Because I think it was like DreamHack Montreal. So
right.
So. Do you watch anime?
I've watched probably 15 or so.
All right,
like from front to back.
Because one of the questions is your favorite anime, but
yeah, I think it'd have to be Future Diary.
Oh, okay, yes.
That one's really good because I always like movies or stories with like an interesting plot. And that plot to me was really cool, where you have this like diary that tells you like the future, and then you can like kind of change it based off of. It was like really, and they played with it too, because like everyone had like a different kind of way of learning the future. So I like when they have like a really good idea and they flesh it out correctly, like Inception or something. Inception did that beautifully. Memento does it amazingly, but those aren't animes. I've seen No Game No Life. That one's really good. What I want to see more is Mushishi. That has like its own world and its own like logic. That one's really cool. Oh, Fullmetal Alchemist, of course. That anime is way too good.
Oh, that's on everyone's list, though.
Plus Brotherhood, of course. That one's awesome. Pokemon.
Now you're thinking.
Sailor Moon, Avatar: Last Airbender.
Whoa.
Scooby-Doo.
That's a documentary.
Oh yeah. Oh, Passion of the Christ. That's a good. But I don't think they followed the manga very
well. Do you have a favorite inspiration? Like, it could be a person, it could be just a way of life. You know, just
two. There's two things that I could say three almost, but I think two. One is like, I've been really into like proverbs lately, so I'll like read them, and they just like, if you find ones that are like impactful to you and what your situation is, they can kind of either help you with your drive, or they can help you see something in like a new way. And I've been looking, so I read them like a lot. It's hard to come up with them on the fly. I actually have a list of them on my phone.
Yeah, I remember at last week's Smash Field, you're spitting some out on commentary.
Spitting them. I'm gonna try to find some.
Well, I remember one person didn't like it in particular. You know, he didn't like your proverb usage.
That turned out to be something else, by the way. I don't know if you heard like the whole situation, but that was.
No, I don't think I read any more of it from that night on.
I was mixed up for someone else. We'll just leave it at that.
Apparently, people are agreeing with you that Avatar is best anime.
Avatar? Oh yeah. Oh, I like this one. No one brags about climbing a hill, but they brag about climbing Everest. Like doing something small, you want to just like kind of keep going and keep climbing the mountain, kind of thing. It's better to be slapped with the truth than kissed by a lie.
Okay, that one I can respect.
I have a lot of these. Stare at profit, step into the pitfall. Because if you just keep looking at if you keep looking at money, you'll like fall because you don't see all the boundaries. You're just focused on the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like this one. Don't let idiots ruin your day.
That one feels like it's just like common sense a little bit.
This one has, I don't know if I put my own meaning on it, but we dream in color, but see in black and white, which I think that means like everything you're thinking like, oh, I wish I was good at this. I wish I could like cook. I wish I could do this. But then you don't do anything about it because you're just seeing in black and white. So you see vividly where you want to go, but then you don't do anything about it because life's not necessarily about finding yourself, but it's about like creating yourself and figuring out what you want to build about yourself.
You should be a preacher, make motivational posters.
So that's one motive. See what I mean? That's a motivation, right? It's like a goal. You can kind of, or like some perspective you can gain. And then I think for people, it'd have to be Ksev. Ksev, I've looked up to him for a long time. He's always been cool, calm, and collected in like the craziest situations. He's very humble. He anything he touches and like commits to, he just accomplishes so well at. He's a master of time management. That's what he is.
And discipline, because like he'd always just bring like his own lunch to Smash tournaments. And I'm just like, I never see that man cheat ever. I'm like, I do not understand how you do that. If someone laid a piece of or a slice of pizza in front of me, I'm gonna be a slut and just like down it.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd make those meals every day. They were bland-ish. Like he'd have like a piece of chicken with some hot sauce on it and like some rice,
Yep.
yellow rice or something. But he just did it for nutrition because he cared about like himself a lot. You know what I mean? Like he wanted to see, he dreamed in color and saw in color.
I remember when I came back into Smash with like Smash 4 and like I was dating Holly and I told you this on Thursday. I went up to Ksev and I apologized because like someone that looks like this shouldn't have a girlfriend. Like you deserve to have a girlfriend, Ksev, not me.
Yeah, you've told me that where you're just like, how did this happen? And then like Ksev's over here. It's just cause he was focusing on himself. Really. And then guess what? Guess what happens? He improves himself, he gets better, and then people, it sounds selfish, right? Like to only work on yourself, but if you just kind of give to the world, then the world will give back to you, kind of thing. So he just kind of the world, and then all of a sudden now he's like starting his own business. He's got a great job, girlfriend, got his own house. So you see what I mean? Like it's almost selfish, but he's giving a lot to people.
The karma is paying him back, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe in karma in like a spiritual sense, but I believe it in like a if you just do good things will happen just because that's just the way things work almost.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Alright, so this next section of things might be a little weird just because it talks about a lot of like favorites or whatnot, and I know you don't have a favorite. But this first one actually isn't a favorite. Is there something out of the ordinary that you can do that not too many other people can? Like I can lick my elbow, for instance.
There's a few things I can do. I know a good amount of people can do this, but I can do this with my tongue. I can do that thing.
Hold on. Let me zoom in on that real fast.
Oh, yeah?
You ready for this? There we go. That 240p pixelation. That 240p pixelation, I love it.
So then, I've never met anyone that can do this. Okay, so you see this right here.
What are you?
Most people do that, right? They try to put one finger.
Yeah, shut up.
But watch this. Watch this. No assistance necessary.
Wow. Okay, that's kind of cool.
That one's pretty crazy. I don't really know. I can do like a b-boy freeze, which is pretty weird. But if you just like learn it, that's something you can kind of learn rather than like one of those like weird things. Or like I can put my thumb behind my.
You're blowing my mind here.
I used to be able to only wiggle one ear at a time. That was pretty weird, but it's something you have to like really think about. You have to like really concentrate to only like wiggle one ear.
I don't think I could wiggle a ear.
A ear?
Ear. Unless it was like an ear of corn.
Other than that, it's not really. I can name a bunch of numbers of pi. I'm not gonna do it.
That sounds like you had a lot of free time in school.
I did have a lot of free time.
All right.
Yes.
Favorite food. 1.
Ooh. Okay.
No tears. 1.
I think I would have to go with noodles because the things you can do with noodles are out of control.
All right. I kind of like how you kept that broad, so it could.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I like that a lot.
If you put like noodles, you can have rice noodles for like Vietnamese dishes, or you can have one of the best food. I think my favorite dish of all time is from Benihana. Their seafood Diablo is like out of control. It's so savory, and the noodles just kind of blend in with everything, and it's just it's so good.
I have to request that you use the word savory more often in your commentary. I like that word.
Oh yeah, that was a savory back air. Savory gameplay here by Nen.
Dream job.
I think a lot of people would expect me to say commentary, but that's not true. Which is weird to say. But Oh, either designing levels in a video game or designing user interfaces for a program, like the flow layout of something. Like, for instance, Smash 4's user interface layout is awful. Like, when you try to go to
Yeah.
training mode, you have to go through, like, 20 different menus.
Yeah, I
Like,
never
it,
understood
like,
that
irks
either.
me. It's so bad. I actually really enjoy designing, like, user interface. For some reason, it's just, like, fun to me.
Do you have a favorite game? Or
Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
do you have a favorite UI from a game?
Super Monkey Ball.
Oh,
It was fast. It was clean. It was just good.
Super Monkey Ball. That's such like a good speedrun game as well.
Monkey Ball 2. Yeah. No, the menu systems in it is beautiful. The level design's wonderful. Um, they you have a good amount of options, but you can kind of know where it's going. So like when okay, I pick mini games. I pick monkey bowling. I pick challenge mode. Then you pick your character. You know what I mean? Like it flows really nicely.
Yeah, it's straight to the
Rather
point.
than if it were to okay, I want to play monkey bowling. Okay, here's every option you have. And you're overwhelmed. While if it kind of breaks it down, the flow's really good, and you can kind of just like it's just a lot easier to comprehend.
Yeah, because like some of those menus, there'll be like 7 options on screen. Like, whoa, like, calm down.
Like the first time, like if you think about like World of Warcraft, which is like one of the biggest user interfaces you can have because you have so many abilities. They start you out with like 7 abilities, which is already a lot, and then all these other options. They teach it throughout the game. But if I were to just like start off with like a Death Knight level 55 thing, and had all these buttons and all these interfaces, I'd just be too overwhelmed. I wouldn't want to play the game.
Yeah, no, I understand that because I actually feel that way with like a lot of MMORPGs. I'm like, I don't think I'll be able to, you know, learn all of this stuff, especially in like an adequate amount of time.
There's too many things. Yeah.
3 wishes, but you can't ask for more wishes.
Can't ask for more wishes. Of course you can't.
And I think there's some other rules I implemented because Maloney was like, he just broke the system.
I'm not a person. I don't know. But
Take notes, Maloney.
I like thinking outside the box of wishes because you could say world peace, but what's life without a struggle?
Happiness.
No, one of the short-term happiness is the worst addiction you. Boom.
Keeping it real.
I wish I could just instantaneously know how to cook though. Just know. Because the learning process is like, I don't want to say arduous, but there's so much, and it's just like, where do I start? It's so insane. The more you flesh it out, the easier it becomes to learn. I understand, but it's like, it's so nuts.
See, you could just get one of those like $3,000 fridges from Best Buy that has like the touchscreen and Wi-Fi. That'll just like take a screenshot of what's in your fridge and just tell you what to make.
See, that's not cooking. That's following a recipe. Those are 2 different things. Okay. So
I guess
something you could follow a recipe, right? But if you're a chef, like I don't want to be a chef, you could just improvise, or like why flavors go together. That okay, if you're making a stir fry and you're making it, you have like soy sauce in there. You also want to add something acidic to kind of balance it and have the flavor pop out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess
Those
that's
kind of
fair.
like properties are like cool to know. So knowing how to cook is number 1. I wish people didn't assume stuff. Like period. I think assuming is useless. Assuming is dumb.
No, I wholeheartedly agree. I just never thought someone would wish for something like that.
Because then it's like you're gonna assume something of me despite talking to me. That's like so stupid to me. Like I'll kind of jokingly assume someone of something. Like I saw this guy. I was at work. I'm a server. Server slash I work at like an auto shop. But at this point I was serving. I saw this like kid about my age. He had like yellow teeth. He had like a band shirt that was way too big, not dressed up well, scraggly facial hair, And then when I went to talk to him and take his order, he was the nicest, most like it was like I was talking to K7, but this guy's got like yellow teeth and stuff. It was like so weird. But it was like, you know what? I didn't assume anything, but I was like, I was prepared. I was like, what's he gonna be like? I was like asking myself these questions. If you can be like, is this guy gonna do this right now? And then they don't, and you're just like are surprised. It's like wonderful. It's really cool.
All right, what's for number 3 then? Also, do you have Twitch chat open at all?
No, nope. Is it what are they doing?
No, it's Omar asked something. I will actually post it in the Discord for you.
Oh boy, I can't see it. How do I see it?
It's below.
I see how I can see it. Can you?
Yeah, I thought that was too good to just like ignore.
Yes, is the answer. Okay, do they know what I'm answering? New mains question.
They should.
Okay, definitely is the answer. See, last wish. Oh.
Is that your last wish? Is for you to kiss Omar?
No, that's his ask. All right, don't put that on me. Let's see. This one's stupid, but I'm gonna do it. This one's like semi-meme, but also interesting. I wish we could know whether plants feel or not.
Well, I thought they actually just made an article about that word.
Did they really?
I swear to God.
Wish came true.
Within the last week, I thought they said
Really?
yes. They can tell when they're like in pain.
Oh no! Oh, what is everyone gonna do?
I feel like I should actually try to find that like right now. Wow. I ask you the next question, which is, what's one thing you're craving right now?
Honestly, just like water. I just ate Burger King.
What'd you get, Burger King?
I got the chicken fries with fries and a Coke. I know.
See, when they had the buffalo chicken fries, I like went there like every day because I love the buffalo chicken fries.
Really...
They're what is it, the 2 cheeseburger combos, like my new go-to thing there, where you get like 2 cheeseburgers, a small fry, and a drink for like 3 something.
Yeah. I actually asked for buffalo sauce, but the lady gave me. She must have said buffalo sauce like 3 times, but I got honey mustard. I was like, what?
Okay, we take those, I guess.
I wanted buffalo. Garbage.
This kind of like the small smash lightning round kind of thing before we get into the juicier questions. So, one character that you wish you could play but just can't.
Mewtwo.
One character you wish was better.
Pac-Man.
One character you wish was worse.
Oh man. Jigglypuff. No, I'm just kidding. It's between Bayo and Cloud. Cloud. I only say Cloud because I like doubles a lot.
I like the way you think. And the last one, really fast. One character that you want to see in Smash that you know will never make it in Smash.
Gino every day of the week. I gotta tell this story. Okay.
I knew you were gonna say Gino, but I want to see your emotion.
Oh my God. Dude, okay, I was gonna wear my Gino shirt, but I had to wear the GooshiGaming shirt. So, Gino's my all-time favorite character in any video game, period. Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo. I've beat that game countless times. And when it was the last direct, and like you can get like foreshadowings of what's coming and stuff, but like we didn't know if they were just announcing the last character, maybe they're gonna have some other surprises. So I'm sitting there and they're adding like items or like modes or something. And I'm like, okay. And then so I was literally sitting like this, okay? So I'm sitting kind of down, and all of a sudden, in my ear holes, I hear the forest song from Super Mario RPG. You know?
The maze one.
the force maze.
Yep.
And I saw Gino's legs. Okay. And I went from this. I was like this. I was like, I just went like, oh my god. I was like, and then I put my hands on my head, and then it was a me gunner costume. I was so pissed. I was so mad. I like threw my headset away and I walked away. I didn't I didn't care about anything else. I was so mad. My heart was literally pounding. Like when I go on one knee to ask someone that special question, I'll be like, I've been here before. I've been under this much pressure. My heart rate has been this high. I would be if Gino was Jigglypuff tier, I'd still play him. Oh, it's so good. Love that character.
All right, on to the section I think everyone's kind of looking forward to, and that's, you know, the questions from the viewers. So people in chat, you have questions, I will still take them, but for now we will go to like the Facebook.
They're from what? Facebook and Twitter?
Yes. So if you want to message me on there, you can, or you can just do it in chat since I have it open. I'm under Holly's account, so if you see a weird name, that's actually probably just me. So Super Atomic has 13 questions for you.
Okay, well, hopefully they're... we'll see. Okay.
And a lot of them are favorites, so I know that's a little hard, but
I'm getting better.
So, we're slow and steady. So, all these are from Super Atomic. Favorite Pokemon?
Scyther.
What made you get into commentary?
That's actually a story.
Okay.
So, back when I was, I was playing StarCraft, and my brother, I'll try to make it short. It's when I was playing StarCraft, you know, like you hear about like the pros and how good they are and like how insane they, you know, how much AP, you can't like comprehend what they're kind of doing, right? So I was like kind of into like competitive StarCraft, just watching it. I could never get in it, but I was like watching it. And my brother found this guy named Tasteless, who my favorite commentator of all time. I will like always say it, he's so outrageously good. There were like highlights of him commentating StarCraft matches where he was very, you know, informative, and he was really but he was like informative but on like a basic level. So even if you didn't know the game like me, like I didn't know how the competitive game worked at all. And then he's sitting there kind of teaching like, oh, if you don't understand this, this is why he's making this decision. And he's probably going to go for this. And this is why he built this there. So he's like going into great detail about like stuff maybe pros know, but stuff that like the average viewer won't know, because he wanted to expand the viewer base. But he was also like really silly and really hype. So like he had like a lot of these attributes that I just really enjoyed. And he was the first commentator where I was like, this is just like pure entertainment. I must have watched those videos over and over of him, his like highlights. And then when like the Smash documentary came out, I really started liking Scar, Toph, homemade waffles, Lovage. So I really liked that kind of stuff. And then one day might have been a Southfield Weekly, it might have been a Rebirth. It was at Schoolcraft. It was like Rebirth 3 or something, somewhere in that time era. They needed a commentator, and I'd always kind of wanted to, because I always try to suppress what I'm feeling when I'm in the audience, because I don't want to distract people, because I always get excited, especially during like upsets or like really like every single time I see Captain Falcon up air knee, I'll always get excited because that just looks cool. Like I know it's super easy and basic, but it just looks cool. So I always get excited. So it was like a way for me to like flesh it out, you know, without people going, "Hey, stop distracting." So I sat down. I think the second set I commentated was Ally versus Sparky, which is where people like noticed me kind of. I don't know if it was like it was one. It was like the fifth or the second one I had commentated, and I like Sparky had won game 1 with Mewtwo back when Mewtwo was like bad. Remember, because he didn't have. I think he got 2 buffs or something, speed and something else. But I know his speed was lacking, and it was like no one really playing him. He was like just underdeveloped as a whole, and I was just like blown away. This kid is like beating Ally, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. and then Ally switched to Mario, and like Sparky's still doing combos. Like it doesn't matter what you pick, he's just gonna combo you anyway. So I was just like freaking out. And then the next time I went to a Smash event, they were like, "Sup, your commentary is so good. You're so excited and like just colorful and everything." And then like people liking it was like part of it, but it's not that I necessarily always want everyone to love me. It's that I don't like when I'm doing something and people dislike it. Like if people dislike something, I like feel really bad. So like sometimes I'll get remarks like "Sup, you're too loud," or "Sup, you're not with the game," and I just feel like really bad it's necessary, right? It's like things you need. But after hearing feedback that a lot of positive feedback's kind of really what got me into it. Like more and more, and then I kind of escalated from.
And I wish, like, constructive criticism, like, in any regard, was, like, more welcome. Like, people would actually actively talk about it, because you can give constructive criticism without being an asshole.
Yeah, like, I understand sometimes when, if you just lose a set, maybe I was bugging you, or I said something that kind of irked you, like, you can literally just tell me. You don't have to like tell someone else who tells me, or do something on Twitter and just be upset, and that, or you can literally just be like, "Sup, you were being a little loud." And I know sometimes they're just like filled with emotion because they just lost or something. It's just you can literally just talk to me like a human being, like.
What's up? You're a commentator. You're like a god now.
I'm just a commentator. Got fifth at that doubles weekly. You're letting Pac-Man get fifth in Michigan? Are you kidding me? All right, I'm sorry. In doubles?
In doubles, guys, come on.
Come on,
it's only Pac-Man. I think we already talked about this a little bit, but your favorite event?
I'll Fox it again.
The greatest set you have ever played.
They're all double sets. Every set that I've done that I've really enjoyed was like doubles. Recently, no one knew about this because no one was really watching, but it was at the doubles weekly, and Scooter and Manslayer had 3 stocks and I had 1, and I actually beat him. I beat him 3 stocks to 1, as Pac-Man in doubles, which was like, Tryhard Train was sitting there like, we kind of lost this one, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm just trying to get like a few stocks, like maybe just get like 1 more stock just to feel good about myself, and all of a sudden I just win in the basically 3v1, and it was like it was the hardest I'd ever popped off.
Was that game 3?
Like ever. No, it was only game 2, but when you make a comeback like that,
right?
It's just so, because they're playing Mario and Luigi, which are not great. Like Mario's really bad for Pac-Man. Luigi, you can talk about it. It's like 55-45 someone's favor, or 50-50, something like that. But Mario is like very good against Pac-Man cape and everything. So to like really kind of snuff it out on him was like, oh, I just felt so good about it. Not about beating like Scooter and Manslayer, but about like making that kind of comeback.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Why don't you enter more?
Money.
Oh. Alright. You just answered why and when did you start casting, so, this one might be a little hard, but, who are the top 10 Michigan casters? Yeah.
10? I mean, 10 gives you a lot.
Maybe let's try to do at least maybe, like, just 5. 10 seems a little hard.
I think there's definitely a difference between who I like commentating with and like the commentators I like hearing. But that's more of a disclaimer. So just because I don't say your name, or just because I do say your name, tit for tat kind of me. No. I'd have to say Hot and Ready.
Ooh.
Constable Lemon.
Kachiga.
Constable Lemon. See, Jaeger Bomb popped in my head. Because I love commentating with Jaegerbomb, but I know it's not like commentary. It's just like us talking. Oh, meow! Of course, meow. Um,
Are we are we counting Jaegerbomb?
If we're doing commentating with, then yes, because it's always just like hilarious. Oh man. See, I need like a list. Me like thinking, I always forget like a bunch of people.
All right, so we're gonna count Jaegerbomb. So you're at 4.
All right, all right. Oh man, this is way too hard. I'm just gonna leave it. Screw it.
All right, 4. Boom.
Get out of here.
That means Super Atomic, the person that asked you this question, is not on that list. Get served.
I've only commentated with them once. It's hard for me to evaluate someone's commentary only if I only commentate with them like once. Because I value improvement a lot.
Favorite sport?
Bowling.
Ugh.
I love bowling. I love bowling. I don't know what to say. That's it.
Favorite Faygo flavor?
It's either cream. Yeah, probably just cream soda. Cream soda's really fire.
Have you tried cotton candy though?
No.
Cotton candy is actually delicious. Like once in a while, because it's like really sweet kind of thing. But I had
They
to
also
throw
have
that
a
up there.
punch that's really good. One of my favorite punches.
And it's really hard to not say like Red Pop too, because Red Pop is actually delicious.
I think Rock and Rye is overrated.
I wholeheartedly agree. It's not
I
bad.
think it's really good. I think it's really good, but I think it's overrated.
Yeah, it's like not bad, but it's not the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Favorite condiment?
Is sriracha sauce a condiment? Does that count?
I
Can I just say hot sauce?
yeah.
Condiment. Yeah, hot
I'll
sauce.
take hot
Definitely
sauce.
hot sauce. I love hot sauce. Oh my god. That's like why I ordered chicken tenders. It's hot sauce.
Oh, this is a really good one. What's it like working for Gooshi?
Depressing. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god. No, oh man, he's asking the heavy question.
Yeah. The
No,
next question's even heavier.
It's actually awesome because I'm not like the most professional or because I don't like if I get big like oh my god I got lucky. I don't want to have to like force my way to get big because that's like weird to me almost. And I think you have like a similar philosophy where you just want to stream and just like have fun with it and be not necessarily casual, but you want to be like laid back about it. So I'm in like that same vein. So we like super. I think that's one of the best things about working with is like we see eye to eye in that kind of aspect.
Yeah, because I even put like in the Twitch bio that like we're casual with like a splash of like professionalism. Because
Yeah, I think just laid back is like
that's a good way to put it too. Yeah, I don't see any need to like be uptight about stuff or anything. It's just like because if we were,
you're always trying to get better, but you're not like, guys, I have a fundraiser every week just so I can get a microphone and just so
right.
Like, please support me or like it's like.
And I feel like if we were a bit more professional, I feel like a lot of the commentators wouldn't actually have ever had a chance to start commentary kind of thing.
Right? Yeah.
So,
no, that's 100%.
All right, the hardest hitting question Super Atomic asked. What is your mod's order?
The thing is, I've changed it every time, but I'll tell you what's consistent. I get a what they call it like a 757 or a 797 or something. Like the not mega, but not the mini.
Oh, the mod,
11-inch.
the actual mod.
Oh, it's just a mod. Okay.
Yep, the mod
so
size.
I get a mod. Cheese, garlic. I think the first two things. Marinara sauce.
That's kind of fun to say.
Yeah, I love saying marinara. Pepperonis. Pepperoni. Pepperoni's really good. I always get like double bacon. And I forgot who it was, but I had a slice of someone's pizza. I think it was Scripter Kitty. And it had corn on it, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but corn's really good on pizza. I didn't think it would at all. I thought it was gonna be gross, but he was voluntarily giving me the piece, so I had it.
That sounds really off-putting.
And I liked it a lot. So corn. I think that'd be it. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ask a few more questions before we get into some more like story-heavy questions because I know there's one on screen.
Yeah.
EA Yanni wants to know how much could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
That's assuming that every chuck is the same, so they will, by free will, have a standard deviation of amounts of woods that they will want to chuck. Now, if the woodchuck's chuck is named Chuck, and they chuck some chucking wood, all right. If we're talking about just chuck in particular, probably about 5 or 6. But as woodchucks as a whole, I have no idea.
Yeah, Yanni, eat shit. All right, boom, there. Oh god. Okay. This
Oh, no.
this next group is from Trucker Chew.
Excellent.
And I'm gonna ask his first question last, so I can ask you the hard-hitting questions later.
All right.
Do you practice shanking, or is it just natural?
Shaking?
I guess shanking, like...
Shanking? I never shank.
Okay, I can't tell if it's like a league champion or like actually like shanking someone with like your spoon.
It's not shanking. No, no is the answer.
Okay.
No, please is the.
No, please.
No,
Sorry.
please.
We ever gonna see that Wario in bracket?
I have played it in bracket. I played it against Meow. I've played it against Jaeger Bomb. I almost beat Meow with it.
That's not hard. That's not hard. Have you ever actually played against Meow? Shitter.
Awful. Let's see. I think I played against Jaeger Bomb twice. But yeah. So I have pulled it out. Now the real question, the question you should have asked, is will we ever see it in doubles?
And it's yes.
I think at some point I'll yank him out of there.
All right, chat's making fun of me. I don't know if I said the word wrong or like. Fuck you, trucker. You're not even a sub anymore. I don't gotta take this from you. Are you better at Pac-Man than Nebula?
No. Oh, in doubles. We've had this discussion before. He thinks and I think I'm better at doubles, and he thinks and I think that he's better in singles.
What's your high score in Pac-Man?
I have no idea. I do remember my brother, we used to play Pac-Man when I was like 5 and he was 7. We're 2 years apart. He got to the key and I was blown away. And I was like, oh my god, he's gonna beat the game. It unlocks the end. This is the key does. I was like 5. Like, he's gotta do that.
That's so pure. Alright, so there's 2 questions left from Trucker Chew, alright? Do you want the dirty question, or do you want one that gets into, like, your secrets?
Okay, the dirty one, because then it could open the door to the secret. You see what I'm saying?
Alright. It's a 2-part question.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip the position it's asked. Would you consider yourself the Sue of Pac-Man?
Sue?
Yeah.
The Japanese? No.
Yeah, no.
What?
Alright, and have you ever viewed Pac-Man Rule 34?
I actually think one time Waves in Discord, like there's a Discord mod where you can type in ! Rule 34 and then like whatever you want, and I think he put in Pac-Man once. And he's like, hey sub, I got something for you, and he like He just like posted it. And I was like, what happened?
I'm glad I'm
So
not
not
better.
voluntarily.
I'm glad I'm not better friends with Waves.
But then when Johnny was in the Discord, we always made fun of him because we're like, Johnny, you're a furry. Here's some real 34 Lucario.
All right, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty now. The last question
All right.
for Chuckachu.
All right.
What exactly is in your granola recipe? How can granola help you improve your Smash game?
Okay. My granola recipe is exactly 3 cups of oats.
3.
3. 2 cups of mixed nuts crushed. You have to crush them. Put them in a bag and you like hit them with your shoe or a hammer, or maybe you want to exercise, you punch them a little bit. Quarter cup of honey, quarter cup of syrup. Though I tried a half a cup of honey because you want to add sweetener, right? I put in a half a cup of honey. I think that's better. I'm gonna stick with that. A pinch of salt because the peanuts are already kind of salty, but we want to make sure it kind of gets in with the oats. 2 tablespoons of some kind of vegetable oil. I use avocado oil because I just have it in the house for some reason. Oh, and then crushed graham crackers. So I take graham crackers and I crush them and throw them in there.
Oh,
Yeah, really, that actually kind of makes it really, really good. And then you throw in the oven for about 15 minutes, and then you mix it around, and then you put it in for another 10. And then it should, by that time, the edges should be crispy. And then you let it sit for 30 minutes, it'll be crispy. Like, because everything will be soft. So when you have like a soft peanut, you're like, oh, my granola cream out like garbage. But then when you let it sit and you eat it, and it's like crunchy again, it's like really good. And how does it improve your Smash game?
how can it help improve your Smash game?
Living healthy.
Boom. All right. Hot and Ready asks, where do you think you'd be if you never got into Smash? That's from the heart.
Yeah. Because the story I had mentioned earlier of like kind of growing with the Smash community, that's weird. What was I doing? I was playing a lot of League. I'd probably just be really into League, like more so. Is he saying like I wouldn't even view Smash? Because I'd probably still watch it. Or, like watch Melee or something.
Maybe you were like never actually like involved in the community, like you weren't commentating, you weren't going to events, you were just like a casual.
I wouldn't have gotten a lot of the opportunities I got, so I think overall it'd be worse. Where do I think I'd be? I mean, probably in like a similar spot, really, because I do play a lot of League. I'd probably just be doing that.
I mean, aren't you like Diamond or were Diamond?
I was, and then this year I've been focusing on like getting a job and like learning programming and like just that kind of stuff. Like I have been working at the auto shop and just stuff like that.
All right, got 2 questions from chat. Before I ask a story question.
Okay.
Spooks McDog, do you suck or do you sook?
I suck.
Oh, okay, wait, we're actually getting more questions. Holy shit! All right, calm down. Guys.
Excellent.
Sane Man. Wow, fuck you, Sane. Would you rather be stuck in a room with Gooshi for days, drinking Coke, or never see Gooshi again, drinking only Pepsi? Then.
I value people highly, so you with Coke.
I wish I could say the same. What color, or Moto asks, what color are your toes right now?
They are blue and silver.
Spooks asks, favorite LCS team?
Oh, man. Cloud9 when they were first on the scene. That was bonkers when Meteos was jungling and it was like revolution. I don't really follow it too much anymore. So I think if we were to pick one era, I think it'd be that when people were like super hype about Cloud9, and then like Mango got picked up by Cloud9 and Ally. So I think I'd have to say that overall.
They actually just got a spot in Overwatch League 2 not too long ago over in London. So I'm a Cloud9 fanboy as well, so actually it's just like so.
Right.
Maloney asks, have you ever heard of Daybreak and the GOAT?
Daybreak, you mean like the time of day?
Maloney, man, why you ask the worst question?
That's a stupid question.
Alright, Maloney, I gotta unmod you so, like, Constable Lemon can just ban your ass.
And the GOAT? I mean, there's Mango.
Moto, you now have to come to my barbecue because I asked that question. Okay, story time before we get into Maloney's, like, actual question.
Right?
So, Spooks McDog asked, what do you have against Benny's carpet? And Rylem asked, why did you drop the Baja Blast?
Oh my god, I'm gonna get shit for this forever. So, for those that don't know, when I was at Outfox again, great man goes by Hellcry in the community. He gave us, so I like never really met him, and he was housing us. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what this guy's gonna be like, so we're just gonna play it by ear. I didn't expect anything, right? I brought, whatever I needed to. And we get into his house, and he's like super nice. He's talking about going over there, playing board games, going over to like the venue and playing some board games, getting people to play like Secret Hitler or like setting up the stream, planning kind of everything. And so we go there, and everyone's like super nice. Spooks was there. I can't remember everyone's tag. Sorry. I just remember having a blast. Not even at the tournament, just like being there with everyone, just like messing around even at night. So then, by the unholy gods, Hellcry buys everyone that's staying in his house. So first off, he gives us his house, right? He's this man, this guy is giving us a house to stay in for free. And he goes and asks us who wants Taco Bell. And of course everyone wants Taco Bell because it's great. So it's at like 12 in the morning, and everyone gets Baja Blast except for me. I get Sierra Mist because Baja Blast has caffeine, and I don't want to be super groggy in the morning. So I just take Sierra Mist. And we're just messing around watching some anime. I don't remember what it was. We were just like talking around. Spooks was like playing with Saiyan Man sock for some reason. I don't know, he's got some weird fetish or something. But then they come back, and the Hellcry brings over, he's got the drink tray. He's got the tray of drinks, and we put it on the table. And there's 5 Baja Blasts in it. And I think Spooks took one, and I knew you wanted yours. Okay? So Gooshi, right? He wanted his. So the tray was like kind of on the edge of the table, wasn't over it at all, but it was just like on this table. And I grab one of the Baja Blasts, and it makes the entire thing just fall over and plummet to the floor. And 3, I think, medium or large Baja Blasts spill on this generous man, Hellcry's carpet. His carpet floor. You know what color Baja Blast is? It's like sky blue. So and he had like white carpet. It was like off-white. He has this white carpet, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, this super nice guy I just spilled 3 gigantic, and then people can't drink their drink. I'm like, felt awful. And then Ben Hellcry comes over, looks at it, and he's like, that's okay, just clean it up. And that's when I knew. Something I did must have done something, because this man didn't deserve all that. No one deserved to spill Baja Blast on the floor. Oh man.
Yeah.
So now I get shit for for dumping 3 hot. There's actually a picture of me on Twitter. Instead of like the hydrant picture,
Just 3 Baja Blast.
3 Baja Blast. Face spilled on the floor. But I validate everyone for giving me shit. I totally deserve it. I think it's hilarious too. Not that I spilled them. And then I don't know. It's just that happened.
The common question is like I'll get from people like, how does Sup like still have his sponsorship from you, like from me? Just because like, yeah, that is a cardinal sin. Like,
oh,
see the way
spilling it,
yeah, because the way I remember it was like I fell asleep and all of a sudden I heard a whoosh and I woke up and there's just like this puddle of Baja Blast on the floor.
And I'm just sitting there looking over like, what do I do?
Because I remember I was being a shitter and I took the last Baja Blast plus someone's nachos. And I was just watching everyone else do work. I wasn't even doing anything. I wasn't having any of it.
I think I wanted to take one and put it aside either for you or for someone else. And then it just all 3 of them on the tray just spill on the floor. And the ice was in it too. So it was like a pile of ice. Looks like someone took like the ice bucket challenge, just dumped it on the floor.
Whew. Yeah, that was a rough day. I remember, like, Benny, I went to go hug him, and then he dabbed on me, and just, like, he never gave me a hug. He just dabbed and went to you guys and gave you guys hugs. Yeah. Feels reg, man.
Knows you well, yeah.
Alright, on to the Maloney question, so hopefully you're ready. And he's starting off with a heavy hitter, I'll tell you that much right now. Would you... Would you rather have an orgasm every time you heard All Star by Smash Mouth, or every time you have an orgasm, All Star by Smash Mouth plays? Do you kiss your mother with that mouth, Maloney?
Clearly better, because let's say, because I think, wait, do I only hear it myself, or is it like play on loudspeakers? So if I'm like.
It should be like a radius thing, like people around you.
I'd rather have one if All Star was playing. Wait, does that count for if I listen to a cover? Because there's a really good cover I listen to, unironically.
I'll make the yes. I'll say executive decision. Yes, that counts.
Yeah, like every time I hear All Star. Because then it'd just be like orgasm on the go, just on my iPod, just like listen to it. Like it could be like, what was that comedian who was talking about like doing it aggressively? That shit was so funny.
I'm pretty sure they've all probably talked like that at least once in their career.
Bill Burr, I think, did it.
Oh, that man's beautiful. I love Bill Burr.
Yeah, Bill Burr is hilarious.
Would you rather walk backwards for the rest of your life or talk backwards the rest of your life?
Walk backwards. Because I think communication is like very vital. Also, I feel like if I typed backwards, because I could just like type stuff or like write it down. But yeah, just walk backwards. I get used to it.
This one. Oh god. Always feel like there's a small rock in your shoe, or always have one popcorn kernel stuck in your teeth?
I always have one popcorn kernel stuck in my teeth because I've had a lot of dental work done. That's how I got these pearly whites. I'm actually missing 8 permanent teeth. You know this?
What?
Yeah, and all of the teeth I have are real, but I'm missing because they're so big. Look at them.
Want me to zoom in?
Sure, my teeth are ginormous. Yeah, so they needed to like make room for him. So I've just had so much dental work done. I could just get used to it, I think.
Wow, that's actually wow.
Missing 8 permanent teeth, dog.
Yeah. All right, you're stranded on a desert island, but there's a mirror person. Would you rather be top half fish or bottom half fish?
There's a what person?
A mirror person. MEREERSON.
I don't know what that means.
Like half and half, I guess. So would you rather have this person be the top half of fish or the bottom half of fish?
I don't know if you've ever seen the Family Guy thing where there's like a top half fish and the bottom half like is like fine, but it looks ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
It looks because like I think like someone goes to an island and like it's like, oh, I can't wait to see the mermaids, and then that's the mermaid. He's like, yeah, I'm half fish, half this or whatever, and it's like, you know, so top half would be human, bottom half would be fish.
Alright, chat's yelling at me because I can't pronounce words. Y'all fuckers know I can't pronounce, alright? Write your shit in layman's terms.
Crunch, Gooshi. My man orders cheesy gordita crunch, not crunch. He's like, can I get a cheesy gordita crunch?
Fuck off. I hate you.
Every time you order it at Taco Bell, I'm always cracking up in your back of your van. You sound so excited when you say it.
Dude,
like, can I get a cheesy gordita crunch?
Dude, I love cheesy gordita crunches. I purposely didn't say it the way I would because I don't want people to make fun of me.
You still kind of did though.
Do you still have to deal with? Like, people are like, oh, it must be so nice to, like, be a streamer or, you know, like, have a lot of, like, followers. No! Because then people pick on me. Everyone picks on me. You know, everyone's always mean to me, especially Maloney. Maloney.
Yeah.
He hates me all the time. Would you rather live the rest of your life with Cheeto dust on your fingers or live the rest of your life wearing latex rubber gloves?
Okay, I've worked with rubber gloves on at work. And if you're working outside, if you're just outside in general, they get hella sweat. I got so sweaty in them. My hands were pruning from my own sweat. It was gross.
Ugh, that sounds...
Yeah, it's super gross. So I'd rather just have Cheeto dust. Because if I need to, I can wear gloves if I really need to.
No one will ever like want to take your controller.
Plus, people are allergic to latex.
Oh.
So, like, you know.
Yeah, okay,
Sure
I guess there's that.
There's a lot of people allergic to latex. I'm sure there's some people randomly allergic to something in Cheeto dust because there's a lot of shit that goes on in Cheeto dust.
What about the cheese? It could have like the artificial coloring.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
People definitely are allergic to it somewhere.
All right. The final...
Plus, like, I have like bitches like look at my fingers. No.
All right. The final hard-hitting question of the evening. You ready for this? I'm gonna need your attention, Sup. Look me in the eyes. Would you rather have Smashers not wear deodorant or never bring setups?
You can't play Smash on setups. What the hell? That's the dumbest question I've ever heard.
So you want them to be fucking smelly?
Yeah. That was sweat fueled anyways. It really becomes a problem. Just get some Febreze, dog.
Yes.
There's a solution to that problem. If no one's bringing setups, the problem is unsolvable because you can't just be like tell people to bring setups because they just won't bring setups. Well, that's the issue.
Well, I mean, I have to bring my setup in the TO.
No, you can't because you don't bring a setup, so there's no Smash anymore.
All right, you didn't have to come at me like so aggressive. I'm just the middleman asking the questions, okay?
I'm talking to Maloney right here. Maloney.
That wasn't even a Maloney question.
Ask Maloney a question?
Maloney, you're on fucking Meet Michigan right now.
Michigan. All right. Okay. Now this one's weird. It's hard to like set up, but I think I've told you this one. Okay. So Maloney, you have a button in front of you, and if you press the button, you can jump 2 miles, going at 20 miles an hour. So you jump. If you need to go to the store and it's 2 miles away, you just jump. Okay. But every time you jump, you have to jump 2 miles, like a distance of 2 miles. And every time you do it, you land safely. Would you press the button?
I'm adding chat on the screen so people can potentially see.
Because, like, imagine if you had to jump over a little puddle. You'd have to like jump 2 miles, and then whoever you're with, you just like call them on your trip when you're like 2 miles sky high.
He says absolutely.
I'll be back later. Or like, let's say Maloney is like playing against like Rayquaza. Remember Maloney's pop off? He's playing against Rayquaza. He just jumps at. He just like jumps, pops off so hard. He just jumps 2 miles. Hello.
Goes hello.
Pretty good.
Wow, did you see that? Sup got like super calm, cool, and collected. He's like, whoa.
They can't see you. You can if you. I mean, you can if you. My mom's here.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
He said, "I'm good. Yourself."
I'm great.
All right, we need some question for Sup Mom now, guys. Let's go.
No, she got other stuff to do. Think. They're asking me. I'm basically being asked questions from people, the Smash community. Yeah. Okay. Okay. She's really hip. I swear to God.
All right, so I do believe that Sandman did ask one more question. I don't know if you want to take it.
I do have a story or two to tell.
Oh yeah, you do have some Meet
Yeah.
Michigan exclusives.
Meet
So,
Michigan exclusive stories. One of them, just for short foreshadowing, one of them involves us getting stuck in Ohio because we wanted to go to Arby's. That one is pretty good. And then the other one is just like really silly.
all right, I am going to let you take it away then.
Oh, I was gonna answer the other question first.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me put myself back then.
And then if someone else has a question in chat, I can answer it, and then we can wrap it up from there.
All right. So Sandman asked, would you rather drive in traffic full of old grandmas driving cars with terrible acceleration around the country, or drive with no AC/heat around the country, but it's all decent drivers?
I drive like an old person. I accelerate really slowly, and I go the speed limit.
Same.
So I'd rather have old people driving, I guess. Even though, I mean, if they're crashing all the time, no. But I do like my AC. So have old people drive around everywhere.
All right.
Because I already do that.
All right.
Oh, is it story time?
It is story time. I
Okay.
moved you over to my corner. I enlarged your screen. I'm letting
Oh, okay.
everyone have eye contact with you. Yeah.
Everyone like that. Everyone like that little special moment. All right, so I'll do the. Which one should I do first? I guess it don't matter. So I was driving back home from a tournament with K7. It was only me and K7, and I think it was the one that they had ran. Like I helped run it a little bit. I think it was the one in Ann Arbor. So I'm trying to interact with you too, Gooshi. So do you remember which one it was? Yeah, so it was the I don't remember which one in Ann Arbor, but Kesov was helping run the event, and we had gotten up early, and I had to still drive home, and we were both kind of just exhausted. This was, of course, after the tournament. We're both kind of just exhausted, and we had talked about like something here and there, and then like it was just kind of quiet for like 5 minutes. We were just listening to the radio. We are both kind of beat. Was it the one? It was whatever one was in Ann Arbor. So it might have been. I think it was Amp It Up. I think so. I think that's right.
Okay, then yeah, amp it up sounds about right.
So okay, to set the situation again, Gooshi. So I was.
Whoa.
So. So I was with K7. We were driving home and I was really tired, and there's like no conversation going on just because we're both like kind of beat. And all of a sudden, he rolls down the window, and he just goes, "Sorry." And I smelled one of the worst things I've ever smelled, and I just started laughing. Because he breaks the silence. He was the worst fart ever. Oh my god. It was so great. He's just like, and he just is like, sorry. And he just lets it rip. I'm like, no. So that was like the small one. Then Okay. So I'm gonna ask people in chat. Do you guys know Anther's Ladder? I'm sure almost everyone knows Anther's Ladder. So we were driving with. He's from Michigan, if people don't know, and we were driving with him, and it was like me, Kesev. I think it was like Nam, uh, Anther. I forgot exactly who else was. I think Nero was there. It doesn't exactly matter, but we were trying to go to this Arby's, okay? And Anther was driving the car. And Anther, he's like a sweetheart. He's like a super sweetheart. So he's driving along. And then he instead of turning into the Arby's, he turns into like this back road. And we're like in the middle of nowhere, kind of, so you know how there's like dirt roads and stuff. He went onto the dirt road, and we got stuck in someone's lawn because Anther like made a wrong turn. So we're like in this guy's lawn, and every time we rev the tires, mud is flying everywhere. His car was dirty for like the next 3 months. There was mud kicking all over the place, and we're like, okay. And K7 is just like, okay, I don't want to have to call a tow person, so we're gonna try our hardest to like get out of here. And it had rained the night before, and there were like mud puddles everywhere. So like I'm sticking my feet in mud, trying to push this car. We took like the mats, like from the passenger and driver's seat. We took the mats, tried to stick them under the tire, and they go flying in the mud, spraying everywhere. And then there were like a few people that had passed by, and like no one like seemed to like want to help, or like they had somewhere to go, or they didn't know what was going on. But we're just stuck. Then this van pulls up, and he like goes kind of on the same path as us, and we're like stuck in the guy's lawn. And then K7 goes up to the car. He's like, "Hey, we're stuck. Can you help us out?" And he says, "No, and stop tearing up my fucking lawn." It was the guy that owned the house that was driving up. We're tearing his lawn like apart. And then, like the guy that owns the house ends up calling the cops on us. And the sheriff, bless his soul, knew what Smash Bros was. And he sees like the K7 set up. He's like, "What's the TV in there?" And we're like, "We're playing while driving." He's like, "That's really cool." So what ended up happening was the guy called the cops came, and basically we were in a pickle where like we were either gonna go to court and like have all these court fees, or we were just gonna pay the guy $200 and like leave it at that, even though his lawn was like just dirt. Yeah, we really ruined your lawn, Ohio guy. That was just a pile of dirt. So that's how Anther ruined trip to Ohio.
And do you know what tournament that was for?
That was for Shuffle. It was for a Shuffle tournament, either 5 or 6. I also won this mouse there.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, I won this mouse.
That's a Steel Series like Sensei?
I think so. I think that's right. Steel Series Sensei 3000 or something. Like lights up and stuff. So yeah, if you ever get the chance to go in the case of mobile, definitely do it. If something weird goes on in
there. Any more stories you would like to grace the people with?
I hope people find them boring. I love telling stories, just like stuff like that. No, I guess not. You can always, they always pop up in my head like randomly. Those are the two where it's like, "Do you have a Smash story?" And I'm like, "Yes." these two.
Well, I was say the sub barbecue is this weekend, so if people really want to chill, I mean, they could ask them there.
Yeah. But I'll more than likely be at the barbecue, chilling, having some drinky drinks.
Like some coffees and Baileys.
Yeah, that'll be early on. Early on, coffee Bailey. Later on, chill out with some beer. Maybe do some shots.
If that's, do you have any final words for the people?
You think I should do that one thing?
I was thinking that.
Um,
Yeah, why not? I mean, we got nothing to
alright.
lose.
The weakest kings build the highest walls to hide.
Alright. Damn, he just, like, left everything. Like, it's just me now. Yeah. That is, it for us and for the Meet Michigan. So, hopefully you guys, enjoyed that.